a valuable tool for Liverpool Football Club to identify young talent and bring through young players into this first team squad.
Well, we threw him on a plane to go to Boca Raton to hit the beach and also sit with John W. Henry, and this is what he had to say.
The one thing we had a very big issue with, and the one thing that would have kept us from buying the club, players had been coming in for a certain period of time that weren't what we would consider to be Big Four players. The club, frankly, had a huge salary base that was a lot of it long term. And so we knew we had, I spoke the day after we bought the club about we had some big challenges, and that's really what I was talking about. The competitiveness of this club really challenged when we took it over. So we weren't expecting good things, but now you can see that with the change of philosophy in our preparation for the matches, you can see that we're playing more to our players' strengths, and what we called a rebuilding project may not take as long as we thought.
Liverpool has a reputation in the past for bringing through young players. How important is that from not only a business standpoint, but from a fan standpoint, to see these young homegrown talented players like Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher continue to come through the ranks?
The more stars you can bring through on your own, the more money you have available to spend to really strengthen the team. And one of the great things when you sit down with either Jamie or Steven, there's no doubt that their first concern is the club. That's the right way to develop players. We've seen it in Barcelona. The Barcelona model is terrific. Arsenal's done a great job of developing younger players. Kenny Dalglish is a huge advocate of the academy, and it was one of the first things when he became manager that he went over to the academy and said, you know, we're all on the same page.
Moneyball is not a concept that comes easy to football fans in England. It's something that started in Oakland and used it at Boston. How can you use Moneyball with Liverpool Football Club and help them be successful?
We share a certain philosophy, and that is we try to measure what we can measure, and we know that's more difficult in football than it is in baseball. You try to take more of an objective view, but I think there's a misconception. I think people think that we're statistically oriented. We use statistics, but we also use good old-fashioned scouting. When you put the two together, it's a very powerful combination.
The curse in Boston lasted 86 years. Liverpool's currently at 20 without a Premier League title. What would it mean for you to deliver that city a Premier League title?
It just gave me goosebumps. It's what we're there for. I mean, we have no other agenda than that. That is why we are there. That's what everyone in the organization is working toward. We want to be the best in football, and Manchester United has 18 championships. We have 18. If nothing else, that should be enough to drive us forward. It's beginning to look like Manchester United could edge ahead this year. So we've got our work cut out for us.
Well, John Henry has to be a happy man after the way Liverpool performed today. What have been some of the moves you've seen from him and his group that have already showed you Liverpool are headed in the right direction?
Well, for me, I think the biggest move was bringing Kenny Dalglish back in as manager. He gave him the opportunity to showcase himself in the job, and he knows Kenny has links to not only the first team with the community and the youth team players. We're going to see Liverpool transition young players into the squad again. That's a positive move.
Well, I can see that you're feeling a little positive right now. All right, Christian, Liverpool seems to be headed in the right direction.
All right, Mirror fans, you can catch all the action.